Welcome. Today we're going to discuss belly breathing and learn how to do this so we can practice on a daily basis. Having a breathing practice is very beneficial for all we do, whether we're athletes, scholars, parents. It gives us endurance and balance, not only physically but mentally and emotionally as well. So belly breathing is interesting in that it kind of goes against what society has taught us. Myself included, I work pretty hard for my abs, right, because I'm an athlete. And all of us tend to want to suck in versus relaxing our muscles because we've been told that's what it should look like. So today I invite you to relax into this session because we're going to go against what we've been taught. And a few reminders are, if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Your body is always right. Second, be mindful. Take note of what goes on and maybe what challenges and what your strengths are with this practice. And last, remember, for cultural appropriation reasons, often yoga is renamed American type styles of things. And today what we'll be looking at kind of takes part of what is Hindu, Buddhist, Native American, and many other practices, and also brings in scientific belief systems and practices so we can all kind of come together and understand that breathing is critical no matter what. You can bring to the table whatever your belief system is. This can be used in prayer and meditation, during running, it's amazing, and other athletic type events, depending on what you need to be doing, and just plain life when you're having a moment, good or bad, any emotions high or low. So, with that being said, we're going to practice blowing up our balloons. So basically, most of us have blown up a balloon, right? You want it big, 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 whether you've used water or your breath, and it just gets big, and then when you let go, it goes, ooh, right? And dumps that all out. Well, we're going to do that with our bellies. What we do need to practice, though, is getting the air all the way down there, because most of us breathe right here. And often, even athletes, if you look at them, this is doing this, when realistically we should be down in here, because that means we're filling and exhaling, filling and exiting all that needs to go on. So, and it's more effective and efficiently, and quiet and calms us. What we're going to try is, I'm going to let you feel this out, of getting your air in and pushing this out. Now kind of think of that stereotypical uncle who, has to kind of lift their pants out, or the grandpa at Thanksgiving celebration or big meals. That's kind of what you have going here. You're going to want this to be loose. Obviously I can't see you. So, you might want to unbutton. You can even pull your pants below your belly if you have one, but make sure it's relaxed. If you happen to be pretty developed in the abs or you're pregnant, go ahead and understand what it is to push, know your limit, and understand right now at this moment it might be looking different or feeling different. So make sure you're paying attention to the lower ab muscles for both those situations. All right, so feet on the ground. Again, I'm short, so at the top of my chair, but if you can sit all the way back, that's good as well. If you're all the way back, make sure you maintain contact all the way down the spine, so we're sitting up. All of us, though, let's find our sits bones, and that's S-I-T-Z. It is a thing. So find your bones, so you're sitting straight up. Drop those shoulders. And what we're going to do is you're just going to inhale, and as you inhale, try not to stop it here, but push it where your belly fills. Now that doesn't mean I'm using my muscle to push out my belly. I'm actually filling it slowly with air. And then you exhale by pulling it in. Okay? So let's try this. Just fill your balloon. So you're going to inhale, and I'll say nose or mouth. We'll take whatever at this point. So inhale. And exhale. Now you can kind of see my hands, and I'll tell you, I always put my hands here, and I've been belly breathing for a very long time. I always do it because I often have no clue if I'm doing it correctly, and also if I get really meditative with it, that rhythm will keep me in a meditative state. So you can put your hand here. Remember, we wouldn't be up here, you'd be down here. I use two because it just feels more comfortable. You can also practice laying down. Now laying down, you'll definitely find it. The only thing is, make sure the bottom of whatever you're laying on, so what's underneath you, is pretty hard. You can take a yoga mat, beach towel, shirts, whatever, and kind of cushion your floor. but it should definitely be pretty hard, so no mattresses, couches, things like that. I guess you could have rock hard mattresses and couches, yes, but definitely support it. So again, let's just kind of fill our balloon a couple of times, and this time though, we're going to practice inhaling through our nose, and once it gets full, we're going to push the air out through our mouth, which is our exhale. So it's inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And when we're doing this, we're slowly filling our balloon as we inhale. I'm going to hold this a few seconds at the top. You're going to think you can't do it, but you can. I'll never push you further than you can. And then we're going to exhale. When you exhale, you're literally going to try to pull your belly button to your spine. And no, it's not really possible, but if you do it, it will squeeze all the air out. Actually, I did see it done one time by a yogi. He could move the whole center really uniquely. It was really kind of interesting. But for our sake, you just try to pull it as tight as possible, belly button to the spine, and push out. Okay, so I will count. I won't be breathing with you. I'll be counting you up and then exhaling. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like without counting. So here I go. I'm going to inhale through the nose, hold, exhale through the mouth. Now, when you're breathing, if you're alone, you might not mind if your eyes are open. Some of us like to gaze forward at a gazing point, about 6 inches forward. Some close our eyes, whatever feels best. So this is what belly breathing will look like. Pretty much not movement, but you will hear me exhale. So here we go. And I'll begin. Again. You can kind of see my hand move. There's not much going on, right? But again, it's slow and deliberate. And what you want to do is practice this on a daily basis, because the longer you can inhale, the longer you can hold, and the deeper the exhale, the better. Some believe we're inhaling the good, exhaling the bad. We can use this to inhale courage, exhale blockages. Inhale resilience, exhale blockages. So you can inhale lots of things, and I'll be discussing that later in another video. But just understand this breathing is key and essential to all we do, even during yoga movements. This is the belly breathing that should be used, as well as in meditation and other times. Again, as athletes, if you try to do this as you're running and things like that, it's very beneficial as well. So we do sets of 3, and I will count you up, we'll hold, and we'll exhale. Again, remember we are sitting up, our stomachs are relaxed. You can put your hands here, you can be laying on the ground, and I'll count you up. You inhale the whole time. If you break, that's all good. Just kind of catch your breath again and start inhaling up again. It's all good. And some of you might feel funny, and you might start being kind of giggly, and that's because the oxygen's probably in further than it has in a long time, and your body's going to be super stoked. So make sure we're breathing past the diaphragm into our bellies, making big bellies. Think even Homer Simpson, big donut belly. And then we're going to push it all the way through, where we're trying to suck our belly button to our back the whole time sitting up, and shoulders dropped. Here we go. Okay, on your marks, kind of settle in, relax, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, hold, and exhale. Nice. You're going to do 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, hold. Got it. Exhale. Last time together. Here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. Very nice. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. Feel free to repeat this session as many times as you want. Always stopping here, giving thanks and gratitude to your breath that carries you all day. sit for a second if you have a moment. Kind of survey your body. How are you feeling? If you're breathing rapidly, slow it down. You can do that by deep breaths. I thank you and invite you to continue with your breath work. Try to stay in sets of 3. Practice laying down if you need. And always know you can do this anywhere. You can do this while you're about to walk to a staff meeting. Well, nowadays maybe walking to a Zoom meeting. You can do this before you enter into family time. You can do this in the morning to just set your body right. If you start feeling anxiety or funky, you're a little overworked or stressed, you can do this as well. You can do this while or during your whole sun salutation or sun dance that I've taught in other times. Just know the breath is key to balance, and the more you practice it, the more you'll get and learn from it. Namaste.